Good morning and welcome. I wanted to show you how to add assignments, just regular assignments. So I'm in the teacher mode view and I'm in my own classrooms. I'm going to add a history assignment. So let's go to history. You can see an example here where I have my Explorer's Report. This is a really big assignment. So I have links here for places that I want them to go to get the research. And then I also have this right here, which is the instructions. Slide 1, this is what I want you to cover. Slide 2, slide 3, some questions to consider, and then there's the rubric. So this is a view-only document. Okay, so there's a lot of different ways you can do this. So let's go ahead and let's just start by adding. So I'm going to create an assignment, and let's just call this Chapter 3, Lesson 4. You can also give a set of instructions right here. So there's many ways you can do this. You can add from your Google Drive, you can add a YouTube video, or you can create a link for your students. So let's just go to my Google Drive and let's go to my files, where's my curriculum? There, 5th grade curriculum. And under curriculum I have history, and then within history let's just say Chapter 2 is what I'm doing. So here I've already pre-made myself some graphic organizers that I took from the textbook and I just recreate them into a digital form. So for example, let's say this is the notes that I want them to take. I would click Add. There's a couple ways I can do this. I can make it a student's view-only file. So for example, when I showed you that document that had the rubric and the instructions, that was a view-only file. That's a file that I don't want students being able to edit. I just want them to be able to read and refer back to. There's also the students can edit file. Now that one is a little bit tricky because once you do this, that means every kid in your class is editing that one document. There is a purpose for that. For example, if you have a slideshow and you've got 28 slides, or maybe you're having them work in groups of 7, you can say, you know, Bobby, you're going to work just on slide 1. Joey, you're going to work just on slide 2. So you can do the editing one file all together, but you really need a purpose. You need to make sure that the kids all have a specific space that they're going to be working in for that combined document. The one that I use the most often is make a copy for each student. For this particular type of document, it's note-taking, and I want them to all have their own copy. So I would say make a copy for each student. Once I click Assign, it will then go into their Google Drives. It's kind of like going to the copy machine and making 28 copies, but it just takes a second. So let me show you from a kid view. And this is my son's, and I use his as a test often. So here's, if I go into history, here's that assignment now. And if I click Open, I will see that it's due tomorrow. And I will see that right here is that file that's in my drive. And if I click on it, I have the rights to edit. So Life in the Eastern Woodlands, I can come in here, I can type what I need to say, key natural resources, the Iroquois, and so on and so forth. Once I'm done, I can click Turn In over here, or I can go back. I can click that. Oops, no, close current tab. I can click the Turn In button, and any work that I did was saved as I did it. When I click in Turn In, I'll click Turn In. It will then say I'm done. If I made a mistake and I need to go back, I can click Unsubmit, and it will then give me access to my document again. Otherwise, it would just give me access to view it and not to actually do anything. There, let me go back to the, let me turn this in and I'll go back to the teacher view so you can see it on the teacher side. Let's go back to the teacher view. So as you can see, let me refresh. It should say that I have one student done, which would be my son. So if I click on it, I would see his paper here. I could click on it for further detail, and I could see what kind of gibbly-goop that I put there, but I would actually see his document providing that he'd completed it. I can also come over here and I can give it a grade. Once I've put in a grade, let's say I did 10 out of 100, I could click Return and it would go back to him. I did another slide on how to change the points, but it's just really simple. if I don't like any of these point systems, I can make my own. Maybe I want it out of 45. And then once I click enter, it'll update the point system. And now this assignment is going to be out of 45 points. And again, I just simply put the points here, click return, and then it gets returned to the students. I hope that this, well, you have to click return here. I hope this has helped. If you have any questions, you can always email me at tnull@eGUSD.net. Thanks and have a great day.